so much for coming today. Today he's going to talk to us about the origins of Tamil classical music, which from our discussions we felt that it's shrouded in mystery. There's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of bias, there's a lot of mystery that surrounds it. So we hope that today he's going to sort of unravel a little bit or clear some of the bias, the air around it. And over to you, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you all of you. At the first, I briefly explain the title of this talk, that is the origin of Tamil classical music. The word classical, I like to clarify. In Western music, it came into use, say, around some 300-400 years before, as a kind of a period, romantic period. Actually, it is after Baroque. So in Western world, the period was classified, and this word classical came to mean a particular period in European history, art history, music history, etc. And then only the division of classical folk came. And as far as India is concerned, especially Tamil Nadu is concerned, I must first caution you, we had imported some words from abroad with a semantic distortion. For example, the Tamil word sadi is the word caste is a Portuguese word imported into Tamil, and the original meaning of jadi was removed, and this meaning got into it. It's a semantic distortion. The word like chadi and inam. Similarly, the word classical music in Tamil it is called chevvisai, and folk music is called natupura isai. So both these, the classical, these things, again it was adopted here. So that is one aspect, but I am not using the classical in that sense, let me be very clear. So, but after that, now world over, what is a classical music means? A classical music must have a well-defined complex grammar, which should be also put into practice. By that what I mean is, the classical music must have a proper tuning system, a pitch standard. And how are you going to select the notes and perform music? What major scales or minor scales in Western music or raga system in Carnatic music? And what are the musical forms? How you employ the note structures? More than that, how you bring the musical aesthetic aspects known as gamakas in Carnatic music. Now, I want all of you to draw your attention. I am using the word classical in this meaning that ancient Tamil music, that's a more instantly. In Western music, the word classical came, say, around 500 or 600 years. But in Tamil music, it is unbelievable, frankly. Even to me, when I was doing my research, there's such an advanced complex grammar with a pitch standard and tuning system, even for percussion instruments. Not that kind of advanced tuning is not now even used for percussion instruments. We have it. So in that way, I am using this word, the origins of Tamil classical music. So I had planned my talk like this. In the first, I will explain briefly the evidences. That's more important. What are the evidences for the Tamil classical music? I will give a brief outline, the significant aspects. Then I prefer to have a discussion. This forum has got elite persons. So in fact, I like to interact and enjoy this discussion. So let me start briefly. As Mrs. Radhika was rightly telling, people are under the impression whatever you find in Tamil text, it is Tamil music. Whatever you find in Sanskrit text, it is Carnatic music. That's wrong. I want to clarify that first point. Because Tamil and Sanskrit are languages. Like Latin, Sanskrit was a scholarly language. For example, I had published my article, Discovery of Musical Threads, in only English, not in Tamil, remember. So many scholarly things came in Sanskrit, and there are evidences. Tamil scholars have written many articles in Sanskrit. So their knowledge they have given. Now, so Sanskrit was a scholarly language attracting the scholarly works from all regions, starting from this area, Cambodia, Vietnam, to all over major part of this Asia. Similarly, do not think that whatever is found in Tamil, it's only written by Tamil proposed, not Tamil. Many Sanskrit scholars have written books in Tamil also. For example, you'll be surprised to know the earliest evidence for the 7 music letters sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, da, ni is not in Sanskrit, is not in any other languages. It is only in Tamil Chendan Divakaram around 8th century AD. Earliest textual reference I am referring. In Sanskrit, the references are after 11th century. And earliest inscriptional evidence for Sarigama Badani is in Kudumiyamalai musical inscription. That is also the same period. But can you say that Chendan Divakaram was written by a person who is a Tamil expert or Sanskrit expert? I tell you, he is both expert. He is a Jain scholar. So what I am trying to convey is, we must decondition our mind from the biases we have, because from Tamil Nadu I find there is one school, that is Tamil music, that is supreme, it is from all, and there is one Carnatic music, everything, and there cannot be intellectual discussion between the two. I want to remove those noises, emotional noises. We must go to the fact, we must go to the evidences. So the evidences are, I divided them into 2 categories. One, text, ancient Tamil and Sanskrit text. But as far as text is concerned, whether it is Tamil or Sanskrit, the dating is still not fully decided. It varies from few centuries. For example, Natya Shastra, they go to 300 BC. But Bhandarkar has written that music related parts were written in 4th century AD. And believe it or not, it's very interesting note that Natya Shastra, all the manuscripts, there is not one manuscript, there are different manuscripts are found, all were found only in Kerala. Not in Tamil Nadu, not anywhere else in India, only in Kerala. And there are very many editions available. Remember, no 2 editions go together in terms of the text. There are so many variations in Natya Shastra editions. Similarly, what I am trying to say is, even in Kudumiyamalai inscription, the script is not the modern Sanskrit. It is in Grantha letters. We must be very clear, the present letters used for Sanskrit was a later entry. Previously, it was having a different kind of letters. So that manuscript, as you write, the different, actually, you know pretty well, palm leaf manuscripts, their period is some 100 to 300 years, 200 years, that's all. So that in tradition, the families, they rewrite. So that is how it is carried forward. A palm leaf manuscript cannot exist for 1000 years, maybe 200 or 300 years. So they have to, they in India, it's a bhakti, a devotion. They say, whether they understand or not, it is their family, they have to do the tradition. So after 300 years, they will rewrite, copy it, because the other thing will wither away. So that is how it is carried forward. And that is why when a manuscript is published, so many distortions, the editor has to be very careful. So the text is ancient Tamil and Sanskrit, and the both Tamil as well as Sanskrit, both have the same problem with respect to dating. For example, Tolkappiyam, they say 300 BC, and some people say 400 AD, 300 AD, like that. But my point is, I don't want to go into these details, whether it's, but my point is, as far as the second part of the evidences, inscription sculptures, there is no such problem of dating problem. There is no such controversies with respect to dating of the inscriptions. So for the evidences, we have to deal with text plus inscriptions and sculptures. Many musical instruments are sculptures. Now, as far as the sculptures is concerned, in Tamil Nadu, it's very interesting. I myself yet to find out any research with respect to all the sculptures. They come after only 5th century AD, and mostly Pallava and post Pallava. In fact, all very good sculptures are Pallava and post Pallava. But whereas India had sculptures even in BC period, as you can see in this reference. So I am not an expert in that field, but I would like to know, even if you can enlighten me, I will be very happy to know, because the sculptural history of Tamil Nadu. But inscriptions you have even BC, up to BC. So this is one aspect. We have to have this in our mind, that why all these works were important was in Sanskrit. Even my friend was telling me, Samaveda, the rendering, See, I hope you all of you know the rendering, chanting is different from music. For chanting, it involves 2 notes, 3 notes, maximum 4 notes. Whereas for music, you must have minimum 5 notes and more. Chanting. So, my friend, late V. Krishnamurthy, he made a search identifying the persons who can chant this Sama Veda properly, and he found out the chanting in South India is pure, more accurate than the chanting in the North India. That is what he told me.
But with regard to sculptures being not there in the BC period, could it be because of the Jain influence?
Yeah, obviously Jain influence is more in sculptures and even inscriptions for your information. Jain influence is more.
But the lack of the sculptures, could it be because the Jains may not have been that expressive in terms of...
No, Tamil Nadu, for your information, most of the scholarly work, scholarly inscriptions are sculptures Jain period only. Jains are many caves in Tamil Nadu which they had identified caves, most of the caves are Jain caves only, and they have got very good sculptural things, all those things, and inscriptions also in the caves. So, but that I know pretty well. Almost all the caves that have been discovered in Tamil Nadu are Jain caves only. Yes?
Sorry for the side.
Yeah, welcome.
Question, but with the mention of Alexander the Great,
there
is an uncanny parallel of classical Greek music theory and Indian classical music theory in terms of structure, the way the grama is structured and the groupings, various structures. Is there any indication in the temple that you mentioned that?
Yeah, actually this is, if my memory is right, this is pre-Alexander. This is.
I would love to know.
No, but
information.
No. One thing
shared, especially musical.
Well, one thing I tell you, we cannot say the influence started only from Alexander. Let us be. We have got so many evidences. Even in Tamil Nadu, we have got very many evidences for exchange, cultural arts exchanges, even before Alexander.
Pythagoras, for example,
Yeah, we had very many evidences. Even in Tamil Nadu, we have evidences for the exchanges between Greek and. In fact, there is a Tamil word to specify Greeks in ancient Sangam text itself, Yavana. So there is a Tamil word meaning the Greeks. So that exchange was there. Alexander was not the first person to bring everything.
We also want to remember it is the Indo-European language group. So European languages actually have Sanskrit somehow embedded. So this is a fascinating area
you are right.
to explore.
Next. So this I already explained. We must be very clear that when we are reading a scholarly articles, we should not blindly attach whatever is found in Tamil is belong to Tamil music, whatever is found in Sanskrit is Carnatic music, not like that. We have to make our own independent judgment. As I had explained in the beginning, I had discovered musical threads, a new discovery with respect to music in ancient Tamil text, but I had published my article only in English, not in Tamil. So that does not mean that musical threads that I had discovered belong to Western language like that. So this kind of language is a mode of communication where any scholar from any place, they can communicate what they have. So that we must have in mind. Next. Now you have got, as far as the textual evidences, to many people think that Chilappadigaram main source of Tamil music. I agree. Chilappadigaram is a very important source, but it will be interesting to you, for the string instruments, you have got more evidences in Perungadai than in Chilappadigaram, I tell you. I was very much surprised because everyone was saying Chilappadigaram, but with respect to string instruments, Perungadai, it's a Jain, if I am correct, it's a Jain, it's a Tamil Kavya, Perungadai. So Perungadai have very many interesting details. Even I don't have time to go. I had identified all the areas and text. I don't have time. Anybody interested, they can take up. It's a very interesting research area. String instruments in Perungadai. So Sangam text starting from Tolkappiyam. See, everyone thinks Tolkappiyam is a Tamil grammar book. But remember, in Tolkappiyam, you have got a grammar for poems, which is in Tamil called Yapilakkanam. And Tolkappiyam, all Sangam text used 3 words in Tamil: Oli, which means sound produced body in vibration, then Osai, which means the sound perceived with the human ear, and Isai, subject to rules, Osai becomes Isai. So these 3 words are found in Tolkappiyam. You found the word Osai and Isai. Purananuru, Ahananuru, all Sangam text, you find all these three words, Oli, Osai, Isai. Now, all the commentaries, wherever they come across the word Isai, music, they simply treat it as Oli, sound, and they give the writings, interpretations in terms of sound. But what now I am confining this discussion is, why many people fail to discover the musical dimension in the evidences, which I find because these three words, almost all, you refer to lexicon, you refer to dictionary, etc., everything, you will find the music related text in ancient Changam text or even in Chilapadigaram, the commentaries, they did not do justice. Why? Because they were not aware of the musicology dimension, and in fact, wherever the word Isai comes in Tolkappiyam, they treat it as simply Oli. With the result, which I had discovered in Tolkappiyam was, the grammar for poems is not language dependent. It's very unbelievable. The grammar is language independent grammar. It's a universal music grammar for the letters in music. In letters, the letters join to form a word, and the word have a semantic meaning. You understand? But in the grammar of poems in Tolkappiyam, you don't have a place for word at all. The letters form syllables, which is called asai. In prose, the syllables join to form a word, it has got a semantic meaning. Whereas in that grammar, the syllables join to form a significant music substructure called seer. Seer. It's a musical substructure, seer. And the grammar rule is, the musical sounding of the letter lead to the syllabic formation. That is, எழுத்து அசைத்து இசை கோடலின் அசையே. The musical sounding of the letter go to the formation of the syllable. And the syllables join together to form not a word, but seer. And seer is having palai nilai, pannu nilai, vanna kurubadu, tala kurubadu, which means the seer, which is the combination of syllables, is having the details of the scale of the music, the percussion dimension of the music, and other minute aesthetic aspects of the music. So this seer, it has palai nilai, pannu nilai, vanna kurubadu, and tala kurubadu. Which means, palai nilai means you can say the scales, major scales, or mother scales like that. And pannu nilai means what is particular scale within the mother scale, derived scale. And vanna kurubadu means the musical aesthetic aspects. Gamahas, like gamahas, all those things are come under vanna kurubadu. And tala kurubadu is again the musical aesthetic aspects of talam. Musical aesthetic aspects of talam. Important point which I want to draw your attention is, the musical sounding of the letter go to the formation of the musical syllables, and the musical syllables join together to form seer, and the seer has all these dimensions. It's a significant music substructure. So these rules, music related rules, what found in Tolkappiyam, it is a language independent universal grammar applicable to poems in all languages. Poems in all languages.
Not music.
Poems means musically rendered text is called poem.
அப்ப யாப்பு எப்படிங்க வருது? யாப்பு இலக்கணம்?
Yapilakkanam is the grammar for constructing poems.
Okay.
Poems is musically rendered text is called poem.
Oh, okay.
So there is, you go and study Yapilakkanam, there is no semantic dimension at all. You don't have the word at all. Chol, kadayadu. In fact, there is a word called kilavi in Tamil. Let me write it. This kilavi is the acoustic format of the letter, means eluthu kilavi. Acoustic format of a word is sol kilavi. So kilavi is an acoustic format actually.
Acoustic.
AC. For example, I can give one evidence for you. In Tolkappiyam, there is a rule. Wrong. Most of the people, especially the pure Tamil groups, they misunderstand it. Vadasol kilavi vada எழுத்து ஒரிyi எழுத்தோடு புணர்ந்த சொல்லாகுமே. So the word sol and kilavi used adjoined side by side. Vadasol kilavi. So vadasol means word from Sanskrit or other languages. Vadasol kilavi, it's acoustic format. Vada எழுத்து உருவி. See, in Sanskrit have so many letters, you cannot directly import to Tamil. That means it will it has undergo distortion. You cannot directly import any foreign language. It has got its own unique sound. You don't have a letter to match that sound. So vadasol kilavi vada எழுத்து ஒரிyi. So it will have a distortion. Then எழுத்தோடு புணர்ந்த சொல்லாகுமே. So the word is formed from this kind of distorted எழுத்து. சிதைந்தன வரினும் இயைந்தன வரையார். Even if it is distorted, the normal rules applicable to Tamil word cannot be applicable to this word. So what I am trying to say is, this kilavi is very important in even musical point of view, the musical grammar. So the Tolkappiyam, as I told you, not only Tolkappiyam. So in fact, I am working on the pitfalls in the study and translation of ancient Tamil text, where I am going to draw the attention. All the translations of Tamil, whether it is Tolkappiyam or Thirukkural or anybody, the translations with respect to music related text, they do not do justice. So once my book comes out, then they have to add an appendix. If that book is do the serve for researchers. So that is in that way. So this is Changam text. Next is Kavyas. Kavyas means Kappiyam in Tamil. I put pi plus 5 because there are two categories. Aimberum Kapiyangal, Ainjirum Kapiyangal. So that is why you put the word 5 plus 5. So that you have got a wealth of informations with respect to music and musicology. Then Devaram is Saiva divine text. A treatise, I can say a great resource, a treasure house. Devaram. And this is Nalayana Divya Brahmadam. I have gone through both. I like to draw your attention. The musicology details is less in Nalayana Divya Brahmadam than in Devaram. If you ask me the reason, I don't know the reason. I do not know. But musicology details, Devaram, you have got very rich details. Compared to Devaram, Nalayana Divya Brahmadam, it is less. It is there. I don't say it is not. There is nothing. There is there. But relatively speaking. Similarly, Anayana Puranam is a Saiva text. It's one of the form of Periya Puranam. In fact, if you translate the flute related details, it is worth as a textbook for the world music school for flute, for theory of flute. So such a wealthy details you have got in Anayana Puranam. But compared to, I have gone through Kambaramayanam also. Compared to Anayana Puranam, Kambaramayanam has less details, musicology details. Kambaramayanam has details, but compared to Anayana Puranam, the details are less. I don't know, that is somebody has to do research why it is so. Next is Kalladam. Kalladam, I tell you, it's a very difficult text to study and learn. It has got a wealth of informations, musicology details. And next is Paramozhigal. I will tell you one interesting thing. There are so many words in Paramozhi. There is one Tamil word, Uppula irukku thuppu, neerla irukku seeru. Uppu means salt. See, when the food is cooked, you taste from the salt, you can identify how it is cooked. That is the meaning for Uppula irukku thuppu. The quality of the cooking you can detect by tasting the salt component of the food cooked. Now, seerula irukku neeru. All people thought it has something to do with water. Seerula irukku neeru. Let me write it. So neer means, one meaning in Tamil, neer means water. But that is not the only meaning for neer. For your information, in Tamil musicology we have got Pannirmai. That is the neer aspects of the song, Pan. So neer has got a minute musicology meaning also. And other meanings, characteristics also. So the one word neer in Tamil has so many meanings depending on the context. So சீரில் இருக்கு நீர். Now I have already explained to you what is சீர். It has got பாலநிலை, பன்னிலை, வண்ணக்குறுபாடு, தூர்கபாடு. So now you listen to a song, a Tamil song. When you listen to a song, when you listen to a speech, you divide the speech into words, convert the semantic meaning, then join the meaning, then you understand what is being conveyed in the sentence. Whereas when you listen to a song in Tamil, you don't listen to the word. From the structure you go, you are listening to the seer. Whether it is a film song or Carnatic song, any song. And the song's characteristic aspect is found in the neer. So, uppula irukku, seerla irukku, neer means it has a musical meaning. It has not the meaning of the water. So, why I am saying this? The old sayings, which is called Pazhamozhikal, they have got very many details, musical details I had discovered. Kalladam is a, I tell you, wealth of musical details is there. In fact, see the word Namashivaya, Namashivaya, 5 letters. These 5 letters are related to the musical notes C, D, E, G, A or Sa, Re, Ga, Pa, Da in Mohana Ragam. Mohana Ragam. Now, in Periya Anayanayanar Puranam I referred, there is a text called Thuya Visai Kilai Kollum Thurai Enjin Murai Vilaithar. Thuya Visai means pure music, pitch accuracy. Kilai means branching. What is Kilai in music? See, in Tamil, the musical notes in a composition, in Tamil musicology, they are governed by 4 kinds of relations. The first note, the next note. You can see, you can either Western notation or Carnatic notation. When you look at the book, you will find this note, then the same note or different note, different beat duration. Like that, there is a series of notes. Now, what is the relation from the first note to next note to next note? There are 4 kinds of relations. The 4 kinds of relations are inai, parallel. Parallel means octave. Suppose you want to sing, I am not a vocalist trained, bear with me for just a demonstration. Sa, sa, ba, ba. So when you go high, you go octave. If you want to make a long jump, you have to make an octave jump. That is Tamil called parallel or kilai. The next jump is in consonants, the 5th relation. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Sa, Pa or C, G. So if you want to make a next higher jump, it is branching relation. So if you in the composition you can study which is not. You can have the same note. So whether in whichever language, the same note. So this is parallel, inai, kilai. Pagai means inimical. So the 3rd note and 6th note, that is dissonance. Those, if you want to express anger in music, see, I am not an expert. Dr. John Shapley is an expert in symphony, but I have gone through some of the things. In Beethoven and Mozart, the difference is Beethoven employed dissonant notes to express anger more than other composers like Mozart. I have come across a reference. He used to voluntarily use dissonant notes because in music, if you want to express anger, you have to employ dissonant notes. That is Pagai. Natpu means friendly. And in fact, I used to tell my students, MIT Music Information Technology students, you take any composition in Western or Tamil or Sanskrit, any language, you apply these 4 rules to the notes from beginning to end, you can weave a story out of it. The hero note is key tone. There is a hero, heroine, friend, a villain. So you can bring out, I will not be surprised if anyone makes an attempt and bring out a textual story, actual story. Studying, just patiently studying the notes, how they move, in which direction, is a friendly direction or inimical direction, what is a, in music they create tensions, then resolve. So what kind of tension is bringing up and how it is resolved. So if you apply all these musicology concepts, believe it or not, anyone, I am looking for any person, youngsters, I am ready to help him to bring out a good story out of it.